Training and skills development became untrendy in the lost decade of the 1990s, with huge budgetary cuts implemented by UK businesses in an effort to compensate for the recession of the early 90s and then the subsequent high interest rates that followed, coupled with the rapidly shrinking UK manufacturing construction industry. The centuries-old apprenticeship with natural workforce mentoring and coaching culture, which once made us the envy of the world, Great Britain, was all but killed off. Great Britain used to have highly skilled tradesmen, craftsmen, subject matter experts in their specific trade, who developed the young people coming through from school into trades and taught them general life skills. It was part of the company's culture and gave a sense of pride working for the employer. Today, unfortunately, we're stuck in the recession, and the recession model, risk averse, transient agency model, where we're still wondering why we have no talent pipeline. Skills and competency were taught, mentored, coached by these tradesmen in our businesses, natural coaches. Now we try to get people through a tick-in-the-box training certificate to show we've trained them, which at best will cover 10% of learning, leaving a 90% gap void of any real knowledge or little or no coaching. There's no one to provide the skills and competency. Companies just don't have the time. If we don't change this manpower policy, we can't expect a different result. It just isn't working. How long before our customers tell us they stop buying our products? Will that push us back towards recession, encourage manufacturing and buying abroad again, outsourcing products and services? It will be too late then to make the policy changes on manpower and skills development. The UK industry has an agency-driven model of poorly trained, unskilled, disengaged and multicultural workers, all with different sets of needs and behaviours and blended cultures, who have no reason to have the core loyalty or sense of belonging we need to the company, other than a wage until the next job comes along. Meanwhile, the country's communities and youth, our economic future, are left with little hope, direction or chance of finding a meaningful and rewarding route to industry other than via employment agencies. This temp agency culture was only ever meant to be a short-term fix with short-term gains. Medium and long-term benefits are non-existent with this model, as we don't train or develop knowledge into this element of our workforce. Due to the sustained growth year on year since 2009, companies who originally used agencies are now left with a strategy or policy they put in place years ago, born out of a nervous economic concern of another recession. Now they have a workforce they haven't properly developed or invested in for almost 10 years, with a lack of expertise, knowledge and strength in the core of their workforce. We've spent a lot of time with a wide range of businesses who have achieved huge success over the last 4 or 5 years, who've invested tens of billions of pounds in product development, engineering, technology developments, products and their buildings without compromise. However, when we're asked to help these companies with the latter, we call it the shiny red apple. High-tech buildings and products that look amazing on the outside, all polished, looking very impressive. What we see on the inside is not the same attention to detail and investment in people. Real up-to-date relevant knowledge and skills into the core of the apple, the workforce. The lack of investment put into the workforce is a short, quick training process. Companies outsourcing recruitment, selection, placement and workplace induction. This may be feeding the bank accounts of labour agencies and giving employers a false sense of achievement. But the output and consequence of this policy are there to see in the cost of non-quality, scrap and waste of their products internally and spiralling warranty cost with our customers. But also lost profit opportunity. All these problems create hundreds of hours of rework, rectification, snagging and replacement, all affecting your customers and shareholders, your future investors.